Good morning. صباح الخير. أهلا بالجميع إلى بيت الرب, to the house of the Lord. That's why this table was called the table of the Lord. هذه كانت مائدة الرب. It's not anybody's table, it's his table. The reason it's his table because he has paid for it. And he invited all his friends, all his loved ones. Welcome to Grace and Truth Gospel Church. Day before yesterday, I received an interesting call from a Korean pastor. He said to me, we need desperately the prayer request for the Arab world. I said, you got it. It's online, www.lebanonprayergroup.org. You go to the prayer room, and there you ask for the prayer request, and it says, what's your password? And the password is, Jesus is Lord. He did it in front of me. He said, I have it. I said, go ahead and print them and go ahead and distribute them. He said, we're gathering many Korean churches to pray the same prayers. And I receive this from different once in a while. So I want you to know that the prayers are ongoing with us, along with us. And if you need a prayer request, go ahead and download it from LebanonPrayerGroup.org, prayer room, prayer requests for this year. You got this year prayer request, last year, the year before, and you can print them and do whatever you want with them. We're studying on Wednesday the letter to the Ephesians, Risalat Ephesus. We are at the last portion of it. It's going to take us a few weeks. One probably of the most important portions about the spiritual warfare of every believer. Guys, we are at war. نحن في حرب. الحرب الروحية لكل مؤمن. We started with an introduction, so you haven't missed a thing. We're going to go into the tactics, how to win and be victorious every time in spiritual warfare. Please join us on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Friday morning, prayer meeting. Please send us your prayer requests. I think we need to communicate better at Grace and Truth Gospel Church. I want to make sure we have some texting going on. Pray that we will do this throughout the week and that you'll be able to text back and say, I have such prayer request. You receive a text, you send a text so that we stay in communication a little more often, or you want to do it by phone directly, etc. So, second Friday of the month, 7 p.m. is youth meeting, and it is not this coming Friday, but the Friday after. The Friday after is the youth meeting. Fundamentals of the Faith is a nice course we're going to be starting in the first week of October. So far, I have 4 people who signed up. I want to tell you, the first 10 get the free book. After that, you have to pay for it. You have to buy it because we have 10 books. So if you're interested in learning the fundamentals of the faith, Usus al-Iman, Usus al-Iman, we're going to be given this once a month to begin with, the first Sunday of every month starting next month. If you're interested, sign up. But please, by signing up, make sure you make provision to attend every first Sunday of the month. And we do this after the service. So we finish the service, and after the service, we have fellowship on the first Sunday, and then we go ahead and proceed with the fundamentals of the faith. And I say that to the youth in the back. Youth, this fundamentals of the faith is important for you because it brings you to be able to defend your faith in colleges. I want to tell you, there's an onslaught on Christianity, especially among smart people. They think they got a degree. They think, oh, I can outsmart the Christians, outsmart the Bible. And they ask you some tough questions. And you go, I don't know how to answer. Why should you be like this? Why shouldn't you be ready to answer and give an answer? And that will confound everybody and say, we have a book that is both historical, scientific. It has been confirmed by facts. It's a book that stands on the merits of reality, and we can defend it very easily. This book defends itself. You just need to know where to go into it and learn the fundamentals. So I urge you to please sign up for these. Mark your calendar for the following Friday, September 14, 7 p.m. youth meeting here, 7 p.m. Please come and invite the youth, especially. September 28, 29, 30, Arab Festival in Garden Grove. Today is Fellowship Sunday. We're going to be eating lunch together. Everybody is invited, of course. Next Sunday, September 9, we will be hosting a special guest, Dr. Raoul Andrade, a dear brother who's really, really consecrated to the Lord. Pray that many of us will be here to listen to Dr. Raoul Andrade and enjoy how much he's going to share with us. Pray for him. He's gone through something very interesting. He just lost his mother about a week ago. And it's interesting that this man of faith, it just says, she's in heaven, and I'm going to have to continue serving the Lord. Pray and invite others with him. Special prayer for the events in Syria. We gathered some assistance for the refugees from Syria. There are about, they say, over 100,000 in Jordan, am I right? In Turkey, same amount. I mean, who's supposed to take care of these? We heard some weird things about them, etc. It's time we show them the love of Christ. And as we were praying about this, and we gathered an offering, and it's, by the way, it's open even today if you want to send something to the refugees in Syria, mark it on your check and say, this is for the refugees in Syria, and we'll make sure it goes there. The Lord sent us a dear sister, Yvette Al-Bayadi, who is going there to Jordan. She calls me, she says, Brother Ray, I need your help. I'm going to Jordan to minister to the refugees, Syrian refugees in Jordan. I said, isn't that a coincidence? That's exactly what we want to do. She said, we need some medications, we need some supplies, we need whatever it is. I said, please go ahead, send us the list. How are you going to carry them? She said, I have connections over there, and they will arrive safe and sound, and I'll make sure I deliver them by hand to the right people. So we're going to buy with that money supplies, medical and otherwise, that will go to those refugees in Jordan, carried by a very faithful, dear sister in the Lord. She's going in October. So there's still a chance if you want to send something. Assistance will be sent. We praise the Lord because we always wonder who to give the money, who gets that thing. And the Lord is sending a faithful, dear sister who's going and carrying the stuff by hand, and she will deliver it. I'd like to invite you to silence your phone if you haven't done that. And I'd like us to all read.